Yo, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God, man. I want to talk about Johan, bro. Shout out to my man Johan. I actually put him in my run on rap songs. Let me put the lyrics. Let me put the damn, I forgot to add in the video. Alright, let me put the song for you guys. This line.
Slow down, bitch, slow down. I want slow down, ayy. God up, feeling like Johan, ayy.
Johan, man, God up, feeling like Johan. You know what I'm saying? I just had to do it, man. I just had to do it. My boy is elite, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to talk about, he's the king of God Dog. You know what I'm saying? The one-man leader, the only motherfucker that has no executives, that just pulled up and just sat down like, bitch, I'm the whole gang by myself. You motherfuckers got 40, 50 deep, 100 deep. Boy, I'm one deep. Pull up, you know what I'm saying? They get murked. My dude is a beast. I think probably the most naturally gifted guy in the whole series. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think him and maybe like Gunn and the guys, I think he's like that level when it comes to pure talent. I think he's way more gifted than Eli, all these guys. You know what I'm saying? But he lacks key things that make him vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? He's too selfish. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like so selfish that it's a hindrance to his abilities. He's also extremely overconfident, which also is a massive hindrance to his ability. So recently he's been heavily involved in the story because he came through for that Zach storyline, and then he kind of disappeared for a bit, and then he kept popping up, so he's definitely going to play a key role in the whole series in the future. And I love that he's been involved a lot more, as well as Ali Wong, who's a prick, but still he's a great character. And I just, I want to give a quick synopsis of his character. So he is one of the most depressing stories in the series, and the first person from outside the main cast to actually get a backstory. Now, I know it's supposed to really be Zach Lee's past story, but I think it's more Johan's than Zach Lee's, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So his mom was losing her eyesight, and because of it, she was losing her ability to cut hair properly, and she was a barber. So, you know what I mean? That means no money. That means she's losing out. But she went to church, all that shit. But then one of the priests in the church, he was fooling him like, yo, there's this other way we can heal your eyes, all that type of shit, and got her involved into a cult. And then obviously she followed, she trusted the guy, and the cult got to start losing her shit. She started going crazy a little bit, started tripping out, calling my boy Johan a demon, all type of crazy weird shit. So they were going to this like church retreat, and the priest was like, oh, you going to this thing? Okay, I'll drive you guys there to make sure you guys are safe. Trying to fake it, all that shit. Little did the kids know, Zach, Mira, and Johan know that this motherfucker was actually the guy behind the whole shebang. He was the one leading the God Dog thing, right? So they pull up all that shit, and then they get in trouble. There's like dogs chasing them, they're fighting, motherfucking crazy ass people. All these kids, first of all, like they eating cockroaches, they doing all type of crazy shit, killing the shits. They weird as fuck, they're all brainwashed to shit. And then my boys are like, what the fuck going on? Then Zach Lee pulls up, and Johan pull up, they protect Mira, they get the fuck out of there, try to save the mother, but the mother is psychologically damaged goods, man. She's damaged, bro. They bring her back, and Zach Lee occasionally will go visit her, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously my boy Johan will go there for haircuts, because she's essentially blind at this stage, and so he'd go there for haircuts without her knowing it's even him. And she's been waiting for her son for ages, he never shows up, at least according to her, because she just doesn't know, because she's blind out here. And he's out here then trying to figure out a way to fix her mom's eyes, because all of this shit, her joining a cult, all that shit began because she was losing her eyesight, and because of that she couldn't make money, she couldn't make a living, and because of that obviously hindered her ability to be a good mother, and she started attacking her son, you know what I'm saying? So it was crazy, man. So he has a super depressing story, but after the whole situation he realized his mom was never gonna be the same. So let's find a way to fix her motherfucking eyes, bro. Yeah. So my dude, first of all, has all the ability in the world. Him and Zach and Mira are best friends. They have a wristband together that they still keep. So obviously there's still some emotional. All of them still have that shit. And what's phenomenal, I think he might be the only one to have it, actually, to be honest, because I've seen the guys topless, but I never really see the wristband, but he usually always has it. He held on to it as a memento. Zach also held on to that bond and that friendship, you know what I'm saying, because when he did come back later on, and he was in trouble from Gunn, Zach pulled up, he was like, he got friends, man. We gonna protect his ass, you know what I'm saying? Even though this motherfucker still runs away from me every time, I'm gonna protect his ass. You know what I'm saying? I got his back like he got my back, you know what I'm saying? And on the train, which was a really great scene, and again showed, you know, what kind of person he's becoming or he is. When they're talking, one of the guys, the thugs, is talking shit about Mira and calls her a bitch, man. My guy just trips him. He's like, yo, what the fuck, bro? He was about to get up and ruin that man's whole career. You know what I'm saying? He was about to fuck this dude up, but he didn't. He was like, yo, watch your shit, bro. Don't talk shit about my Mira. You know what I'm saying? And I think he obviously has a romantic feelings towards Mira, and I think it's kind of visible from the jump. He was trying to get her attention from Zach, and you know, obviously Zach is madly in love with Mira too. So I think that's also one of the reasons why he keeps away from them, because you know, he's probably a little bit jealous of Zach's relationship with Mira. But also Zach hasn't done shit anyway, so you know what I'm saying? He even beat his ass up in boxing because he was just naturally more gifted. Zach was doing boxing for ages, and this guy just pulled up and beat the living shit out of it for him in the semifinals. Or the finals. He just absolutely destroyed him. He starched him. There was no competition. But I think current Zach would probably fuck him up because current Zach is a different animal. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Zach for coming back to training. He doesn't have the natural ability of Johan and Daniel, but he has the work ethic that makes him, I think, much superior. Yeah, so I'm just really excited to see what happens to him, man, to be honest. I think his armor is slowly cracking, and I think he, hopefully by the end of it, he's gonna come back and join Daniel's team. You know what I'm saying? Join the good side. Already he's kind of helping them because he's pissed off a gun in them because he just wants his revenge. Well, he's mainly pissed off at the director. You know what I'm saying? So you know, he kind of reminds me of a young Eli Jan in the rootless wild dog mentality that they both have. You know what I'm saying? Like a wild dog, you know what I'm saying? Like untamed, uncontrolled, unhinged, you know what I'm saying? But I think he's becoming more and more hinged, more and more controlled, more and more, you know, civilized, if you want to say. But I think that's going to help him, especially being socially adept, because right now he's socially inept, and he's you know, he's just horrible when it comes to like running a group, running a team. He's a terrible leader, probably the worst leader that the whole crew has. So but yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens to his character, man. Let me know what you guys think of Johan, man. Is he one of your favorite characters? Is he not? I actually think most of the characters are better than Daniel. I think Zach, Vasco, all these guys, I think the supporting cast for Lookism is absolutely phenomenal. I probably prefer Fat Daniel over Skinny Daniel myself personally, but it is what it is. I know people can say they're the same character, but they really aren't at the same time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me know what you guys think, man. It's been your boy Supreme with Chia the God, and I'm gonna play you that Johan line again.
Slow down, bitch, I